Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, to an evening of drama.
And my least favorite is Count Chocula.
Joy.
Okay, wait, this is actually a banger. Wait, hold on.
Intrigue.
Hey, what's the cheapest I can do my bar mitzvah for? It's Carmella.
And most importantly, cereal. Because tonight is the first ever Monster Mash Gala featuring Carmella Creeper. We have a tradition here. I'm Oliver the Ricketts, and I love the Monster cereals. In 2020, I introduced you all to the General Mills Monster cereal family, including, of course, Count Chocula, Frankenberry, Boo Berry, the Yummy Mummy, and of course Frute Brute, my all-time favorite cereal which was brutally removed from store shelves too soon. In 2022, we triumphed here, and Frute Brute returned to shelves. I think largely because of our efforts in our Monster cereal video from that year, as well as the one General Mills employee who I found on my LinkedIn network and messaged 36 times in the span of one calendar year, asking for Frute Brute to be brought back. Either way, we have our hand on the cereal wheel of destiny, and we made this happen last year. But tonight, we have one of the most exciting developments in the cereal world, right here at our breakfast table, because tonight I introduce you to Carmella Creeper, the zombie cereal DJ, and we celebrate the release of the Monster Mash remix, both the song and the cereal. It all happens right here this evening at the Monster Mash Gala.
Count Chocula, Frankenberry, and Boo Berry are chillin' in the Count's castle when suddenly...
What is that creepy noise?
Count, I think your castle is haunted.
And I'm not doing the haunting!
Frankly, you should go first, Count. It is your castle.
Don't be afraid. I think it's coming from the ballroom. You two go in. I'll be there in spirit.
I'm not afraid. You're afraid. That sound is driving me batty.
It's my long-lost cousin Carmella Creeper rockin' the joint.
She's spinning tasty tracks and her even tastier caramel apple cereal.
Carmella, haven't seen you in centuries. You're killing it on stage.
Hiya, cuz. Welcome to the Monster Mash, fellas. DJ Carmella.
Introducing Carmella Creeper, Frankenberry's long-lost zombie cousin and the life of every party, even if she isn't alive.
Now folks, I'd like to remind you all that we started this series with a mission. Bring back Frute Brute and let him rejoin the Monster cereals lineup. And when Frute Brute finally returned last year, I felt fulfilled. In fact, I felt there was no need for me to make a third Monster cereals video here on the channel. Alexander wept, for there were no more cereal worlds to conquer. But the one other hill that I would always die on during these videos was that I wanted another Monster cereal. A new mascot to join the family. It had been so long, and we had just been recycling Boo Berry, Frankenberry, and Count Chocula into a different theme each year. And while I thought that new blood would never arrive to the Monster cereals lineup, it is the only other request I made, along with bringing Frute Brute back. And now, for the first time in 35 years, we finally have a brand new General Mills Monster cereal. Meet Carmella Creeper. And if she looks familiar to you, it's because canonically she is Frankenberry's cousin. Or if it's not that, she might just look familiar because Carmella is the goth girl breakfast cereal that my generation has been craving since our childhood. Because as young men and children, we were exposed to goth girls across all different media, movies, television, music, but never in the cereal arena, never for breakfast. And now here she is, a gothic caramel apple flavored cereal monstrous, who also happens to be a very cool DJ. And now of course, the Frute Brute diehard fan fan in me is mildly upset today, because the inclusion of Carmella Creeper in this year's Monster cereals has meant that Frute Brute was once again not included. I'm not upset, although many of my friends thought that I might be. There's only one space to be the 4th box in the Monster cereal lineup. It swaps every year. And last year's Frute Brute revival seems to have done just that. It revived him. Because before I made my first Monster cereals video, Frute Brute was definitely the most obscure of the bunch. Some people thought that he was something made up for a Quentin Tarantino movie.
I think Frute Brute is in Pulp Fiction. I watched that movie with my dad, and he pointed at it and said, "Oh, see, Tarantino likes to make up his own food. Frute Brute, that's not real." And I went, "Oh, actually, oh, it's real, Dad."
But when I was looking up reviews of Carmella Creeper to research this video, I saw so many people saying, "We don't know why they removed Frute Brute. Where is Frute Brute? Why is this girl here in his place? Why can't it be both?"
I have the box of it on my wall, but then this year, they made a new flavor called Carmella Creeper.
Who the hell is Carmella Creeper?
But I am not a fan of change. What is this? Fine, add a new creepy cereal face, person, box, but don't get rid of Frute Brute.
Oh, bad news. They're adding a new monster. Her name is Carmella Creeper. I'm not gonna accept her as canon. I wanna have Frute Brute.
And while I agree, I can't help but look at the bright side. A lot of these people don't even know that Frute Brute was only seasonal. It goes to show what an important part of this lineup he is. He's remembered because he seemed like such a natural part, and Carmella proves this. To them, Frute Brute's removal is a new, recent wound, and they want it undone, they want him back, and that's a beautiful thing. And one might even wonder, is Carmella getting this special treatment from the other monsters because she's Frankenberry's cousin? That's right, nepotism is the real monster here. But for better or worse, Carmella is here. She's part of the monster family now. And we here at the Monster Mash Gala are ready to give her a fair shake and a real try. But unfortunately, in today's ever-divided age, it appears that not everyone agrees with me. If you've been watching this channel for any amount of time, you know how much I love a silly controversy. Tucker misses the sexy M&M. Dudes are afraid that Barbie means women will take over our way of life. Did McDonald's purposely position Grimace to be a disturbing meme? These are all things that we've discussed at length here. And so it is of no surprise that I'd be deeply tuned in to the Chronically Online and their response to Carmella Creeper. You know exactly who I'm talking about. It's those same guys that get upset when they see pictures of this one-legged Lego, saying it's woke because it promotes being an amputee.
Built-in political orientation, and that's what they're after here. I'm not having it.
Of course, this same crowd is not going to lay down and accept a female cereal mascot in this, the year of our Lord 2023. It's finally men's time. We've never had that before. Check out the comments on General Mills' Instagram page for the post that announced Carmella Creeper's debut as the next monster cereal.
Why is she a DJ? None of the other monsters have professions. In 10 years, this is going to feel so dated. Completely embarrassing.
First of all, it's funny to be that upset about a cereal box DJ. I just can't help but wonder, as a fan, if you'd maybe be that upset if, say, Boo Berry was a DJ. Why can't all the monsters be DJs? And I don't even know that I agree that none of the other monsters have jobs. Frankenberry, all right, I'll give you, he's unemployed. Yummy Mummy? He was a pharaoh, legitimate royalty. That's a job. Frute Brute literally wears working man's overalls. That guy does manual labor when he's Fruit Man. He's heading off to the mill. So maybe not all jobs, but they certainly all have their walks of life. And Carmella fits right in as a millennial DJ. But side tangents aside, all of this is to say, we finally have a new cereal, and I can't wait to try it right now at the Monster Mash Gala. Welcome, Jason, to the Monster Mash Gala featuring Carmella Creeper. How do you feel right now?
I'm pretty excited. It's pretty surreal to welcome a new member to the Monster cereal family.
We're here, we're live on the green carpet. It's Jeremy. Jeremy, how are you feeling tonight?
Feeling pretty good. Excited.
We have Brittany Spear. Brittany, how are you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling good. I'm wearing Amazon's finest, lovely pink satin dress, so I'm feeling pretty good.
I keep saying tonight's all about fine fashion and finer dining. First of all, who are you wearing?
Frankenberry.
You look lovely tonight. Tell us a little bit about your outfit inspiration.
Thank you. You as well. Well, I wanted to look good.
I love that you matched your tie to Carmella. Are you hoping to catch her eye tonight?
I don't want to jinx anything, but you know, we'll see what happens. There could be some magic in the air.
You truly never know. Magical things can happen. History shows at this, our first Monster Mash Gala. What are you most looking forward to this evening?
The sugar coma, definitely. I haven't had cereal in months, so I am very excited to be here tonight, Oliver. I cannot even contain the excitement.
Tonight is obviously all about the monsters. Which monster would you say is your favorite and which is your least favorite?
Well, I feel under obligation to say my favorite is Frankenberry. And my least favorite is Count Chocula. He knows what he did.
It's always a great night when we introduce a new member to the Monster Mash family.
It is.
Particularly a future icon like Carmella. Future, current, instant icon. We're not just honoring the old monsters. We're also introducing a brand new monster. How are you feeling about meeting DJ Carmella tonight?
You know, it's, so I didn't realize it until just now, but my brain was like, Carmella girl. No, I'm excited. A little wary to be introducing a new face, but I think something fresh is what we really need.
How do you feel that there is a new monster in the family?
Honestly, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling represented, you know, as a creeper myself. I'm feeling like having an undead lady, a living dead girl, as you could say, being here with us tonight is really just, it's pushing us in the right direction. 2023 is really just, what a time to be alive.
Not only a new member to the Monster cereal family, but perhaps General Mills' first ever goth girl cereal.
Yeah, that might be a first. Yeah, she's a DJ as well.
A historic moment for these United States, to be sure. It's also the first ever female mascot from General Mills, like ever in history. How do you feel that came in the form of probably a millennial who never grew out of the emo phase?
Well, considering I also am a millennial that never grew out of the emo phase, I again feel quite represented here.
This monster is the first to have a W-2 and file taxes with the IRS for her job.
You think she has a W-2 being a DJ?
Yeah, I don't picture her being good enough to get freelance gigs.
She works at like Party Hardy or something.
Hey, what's the cheapest I could do my bar mitzvah for? It's Carmella.
If only I knew how to touch a baseboard of a DJ kit, we'd be the same, one and the same, Carmella and I.
Except you'd have to be dead.
Well, I'm working on it.
Now folks, if you're having a great time tonight, you're enjoying the Monster Mash Gala, please consider donating to our organization in the form of hitting the like button. And you'll see more great content just like this, cereal related or otherwise. And if you're feeling very, very generous and you're really caught up in the love brought by Carmella Creeper tonight, you might also consider hitting the subscribe button. That's right, that's what keeps content like this coming. It's what lets it happen. So without further ado, back to the Monster Mash Gala. I've got two boxes here. I bought the family size today, and this is the box we're gonna be cracking into here, folks. What do you think normal adults are doing right now?
Right now at 2:28 a.m. on a Thursday? I'm not quite sure.
Gotta get the full experience.
Oh, okay. That is very green.
It's not easy being green.
Caramel apple specific. Oh my god, it is so comically green. My digestive tract has no idea what's about to hit it. Slime!
It smells sticky. It does.
Ecto Cooler green. Like it is acidic. It is nuclear, this green.
The first three ingredients are cornmeal, corn syrup.
It says niacin, but I was looking at that, I'm like, nicotine?
Carmella's wired.
Honestly, I'm into the marshmallows. I think that if you're gonna put any kind of color with a green, like a purple and an orangey pink, kind of works. They're not as vibrant as the green is, but thank God for that, or else I would feel like I was eating a rainbow, and this ain't a Skittles commercial.
It just smelled like I stuck my nose in a jar of syrup.
Oh wow, you're right, maple syrup. Why does it smell like maple syrup? I guess caramel, right?
I can already smell the caramel flavoring. It's not even wet, and I can smell it.
I have no intention of just having a little bit. I'm going for it. It's almost breakfast time.
This is gonna be the first time that I actually truly only have a little bit in any of these cereal videos, because I fear that if I reintroduce cereal to my body in this way, in a large dose, I might die.
I feel like if I take a lot of milk, it wastes it, because I only have like 5 pieces of cereal.
I will be enjoying mine with almond milk because it is the only milk that was in my refrigerator, folks.
Making a mess here. I'm just so excited.
When you pour milk into your cereal, like, I have to mix it together. Everything has to be wet now.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Oh, it was the count, I don't care. Artificially flavored. Okay.
I'm gonna do 2 pieces of cereal and 1 marshmallow for my dry taste. It's not bad. Actually, it kind of tastes like French toast.
Caramel apple?
Does it taste caramel apple to you?
I've never had a caramel apple. There's flavor there, which is more than I can say about the other ones.
I'm smelling it. It smells even more offensive now that it's wet. It's sticking to your spoon.
I will say the milk is not changing color yet. I think it definitely changed color really quick with the other ones. I don't know what that says, but it says something. Let's dive in. That's not bad. I don't think that that's that sweet at all.
There is actually a lot of flavor going on there. Let's try the wet run? I don't like that. Let's try the soaked up run. Whoa, no, Franken! It loses its flavor in the milk. Does that make sense? It really tastes a lot less like anything in the milk. Like, I'm not even tasting, like, I tasted the milk, but what do you want me to say?
What is this flavor?
They did succeed in making this cereal sour.
What?
Wait for the aftertaste.
No, it just tastes like syrup.
If I was still in my cereal eating days, I would with this hard.
I'm not ashamed to admit I like it a lot.
No, this isn't bad at all. In a world where I go back to eating cereal, which I haven't had in about 9 months, I would be very happy to eat this cereal. It almost reminds me of like an apple.
It's got a nice crunch to it, as all cereals should. I don't like cereal, so just not my, yeah, not my bag of cereal. It's not my bowl of milk, you know?
A lot of vitamins in it.
So we're healthy right now.
I'm gonna give the cereal 4.5 out of 5 failed DJ careers. The cereal itself is fantastic.
It's mostly a bowl of milk at this point. C for Carmella, and the minus is for the tax reduction coming out of the paycheck.
Carmella is definitely a valid member of the Monster family. I'll be the one to say it. Give it a B+, and I'm ranking it just below Blueberry.
I will agree with your B+. Very hard to break into the A category. This is a solid cereal.
The Monster Mash Gala will return after these messages.
We're gonna talk about sponsorships for a second. If this doesn't pertain to you, skip to the next chapter and I won't hate you about it. But if you are a content creator, particularly one who makes at least some money off of your videos, you know how hard it is to find a brand deal. And you also know how important it is. Brand deals, sponsorships, and ad reads are a huge part of the creator space. That's how we're all functioning here. I've been very fortunate to be able to work with a bunch of different companies and work on multiple different brand deals throughout my time on YouTube. If you are a creator trying to get your foot in the door, I wanted to tell you about one service that I use, which is called StreamElements. StreamElements is an absolute dream if you're a creator trying to get a brand deal, trying to get a sponsorship, and trying to connect with a big brand. Basically, StreamElements acts as a very good middleman between you and major brands like ExpressVPN and HelloFresh. Using the link in the description, you can make an account with StreamElements. Someone over there will take a look at your YouTube channel, your TikTok, your Twitch, and they will work their hardest to find a brand that is right for your content so that you can get started working on a brand deal. And in the meantime, back to the content. Now, folks, we do want to take a second to to honor the monsters who A, are no longer here, Frute Brute and the Yummy Mummy, although I hate that guy. We also want to take a moment to honor the monsters that are still struggling to have their story told. One of which is the crispy creature. Although we've fought and won the good fight for monsters like Frute Brute to have their moment in the sun, other monsters are still struggling to even get their first opportunity, let alone a resurrection. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to remind you of the fate of the crispy creature. And now you're probably saying, oh, that's right, the crispy creature. Why didn't I see him in the lineup this year? Actually, I can't even remember last time I did see the crispy creature on store shelves. Or you're saying, there's no such thing as the crispy creature, and I don't know why you're bringing him up. He doesn't exist. Well, both parties are right. As near as I can tell, crispy creature is a classic example of the Mandela effect, which is like when people say that something happened different than it was, and then you start to remember it different than it was, and so that's the generally accepted version of how things were. Key example being the Bernstein Bears are actually the Berenstain Bears, and Where's Waldo is actually Where's Wally? Because the crispy creature is remembered by many cereal fans, but he was never truly on supermarket store shelves. He was first dreamt up in the MySpace Tumblr era. A blogger and cereal fan made some fan art similar to the classic monster cereal boxes, but decided it would be cool if one of the monsters looked like the creature from the Black Lagoon, the Swamp Thing, the Loch Ness Monster, or any other swamp-related cryptid. Behold the crispy creature. This art was reposted and recirculated to the farthest ends of the globe. Fans everywhere had seen this image of the crispy creature, and because it's so accurate to what the actual boxes looked like, many people believe that he's real. And I'm here to tell you that he should be. I think there's plenty of room in Dracula's castle for there to be a moat inhabited by the crispy creature himself, everybody's favorite aquatic cereal monster. I'm ready for him, you're ready for him, and folks, the addition of Carmella Creeper means that General Mills is ready for him too. Carmella Creeper is a new, bold, and different flavor. Now imagine we did that, but we changed the shape of the cereal as well. We're tired of the cereal looking like a bat. We want it to be like Rice Krispies. A Rice Krispie monster cereal, I'm in. Moreover, the crispy creature, although imaginary, has been treated poorly for far too long. Just yesterday, I was scrolling on Facebook, because apparently I'm 80 years old, and I came across this heartbreaking fan art by Keith Browning, which pictures the crispy creature walking down his local cereal aisle. Maybe today is the day he'll get his cereal. But as you can see, Frute Brute's on the shelf, Boo Berry, Frankenberry, the Yummy Mummy, but it is still not the crispy creature's day. No living thing should have to suffer like this. In General Mills, I believe next year, it is the moment for the crispy creature. Moment of silence. Folks, of course this whole event is not just to celebrate one new cereal box. General Mills blessed us this year with not only a single special edition monster cereal, but 2 special edition monster cereals. Behold the Monster Mash Remix. And of course I think this box can start putting the DJ thing into greater perspective. Forget about 2021's Monster Mash cereal, this year we're going modern. We're doing a remix. This one's for the kids and the young at heart, baby. And of course, the box features Carmella front and center. We're going to find out right here at the Monster Mash Cereal Gala if this is finally the true mix of all of the monster cereal flavors. Oh no. What a wonderful evening it's been here at the Monster Mash Gala. Great friends, fine fashion, and even finer dining. We've arrived at the end of the evening with the final attraction, which is the new Monster Mash Remix cereal. Right off the bat, I do have some problems with the box, namely, Carmella's a newcomer, but she's in Frute Brute's spot. We reviewed the original cereal in 2020, this is it. As you can see, Frute Brute has his primo seating, which was the only nice thing we had to say about Monster Mash.
I do appreciate this more retro look than this a little bit like of this newer school look that they've got going on here. I prefer this cover to that one.
When you look at like a picture of Chocula or Frute Brute, any of them, it's usually in retro form than the newer stuff. So we don't even know what Carmella looks like. We were huge fans of the box, but not huge fans of this cereal, and namely because it was mainly just Frankenberry frankenberry with different marshmallows.
I'm actually curious about this because we have Carmella Creeper. However, if you read the box, it does just say artificially berry flavored frosted cereal, which is exactly what the other box says.
Yeah, it may just be a repackaging with different food coloring.
That's what I'm thinking.
The thing is, the Monster Mash cereal is such a great opportunity. You have all these different distinct flavors that you see behind us. Yes, it would taste crazy, but everyone would love it.
Right.
Put all those flavors in there.
And is that not the point of saying that it's a monster mash?
It's
like
a
you're
mashup.
mashing them all together. It's a graveyard smash.
My expectations for this are, unfortunately for the cereal itself, they're low. But I will say I do appreciate Frute Brute still being included on the box. My favorite of all of his haircuts, when he had the Jerry curl. And it is a nice box. This is a problem for me. Fortunately, Yummy Mummy is kind of an afterthought. He's actually obscured by Frankenberry.
Nobody needs more of that villain in their lives.
We hate him.
I bet his flavor would be garbage.
Now I have this water damage box. Thanks, Bezos. So we'll be taking the cereal out of this one so as to preserve the nice new box.
Naturally.
Way to go, Walmart.
We need to preserve the box.
Ready?
Yep. Oh.
Okay.
It is green.
It's green, so now I almost feel like it's just going to be Carmella Creeper in a different box.
I don't know, because then that would really be false advertising if it says it's artificially berry flavored.
Why is it green? Wouldn't it be wild if they put the wrong cereal in the box? Let's crack this bad boy open and let's dive into some spooky cereal. Oh, they look gross though, don't they?
They do. They look like discolored. I don't know, green sludge is not usually my preferred cereal color.
It's an interesting marshmallow color, because that's like a swirly
There's a
one.
chocolate one in there. I think they just put different marshmallows.
But remember, last time, it turned out that the marshmallows were also just artificially colored, and they were all the same flavor. So let's try this one. Okay, so far that's a regular Marbit. I'm not tasting any distinct flavor. I could not tell you which cereal that's from. Let's try the cereal piece.
I think purple tastes like blueberry.
Oh, thank you. Now, the real question is whether that's blueberry or frankenberry, and forgive me, I'm a little rusty. Is this going to taste like Carmella?
I doubt it. Nope, same
It's the
piece.
same piece. This is just blueberry.
All right, milk time?
Yep. All right, away off to the races.
And it's much more pronounced when it's wet.
I'm not loving how it looks.
Cheers.
Ding. It cuts your mouth like blueberry.
I don't love it. That initial taste that I just had was not great.
With milk, it doesn't really taste like blueberry, and that's weird.
It just tastes like generic cereal. Like if you were to describe what cereal milk would taste like, fruity cereal.
But I've always theorized that these are just oops all berries. More like oops all berries?
More like oops, I'm not gonna eat
Oops all
that.
Franks?
Fair. It definitely has more of like a cardboardy taste too than Carmella did.
Carmella has like a distinctly different taste than the rest of them. This tastes
Yeah.
like regular Monster cereal.
So does Count Chocolate because it's not just berry.
They aren't fruity flavored.
Yeah, it's not fruity. They're chocolate and chocolate and caramel taste like chocolate and caramel, whereas berries you could be like, oh, it kind of tastes like strawberry, it kind of tastes like blueberry.
I don't hate it. Now, they've been able to do fun things with the Monster Mash branding. 2 versions of the Monster Mash recorded. I love that little video they made the first time, but they can't use this branding if they ever wanted to actually do a mashup cereal, which I think people would love.
Right, I agree.
What are you gonna call it now? The ship has sailed. You've done this twice. And this was the perfect time because every person said original Monster Mash tasted too much like Frankenberry.
Right.
And that it should have been a mix. The remix was the chance to do it because the word remix means it'll be different.
Right, and what did we remix? Nothing.
Nothing. Well, now it's blueberry.
It's just not well executed.
They've got the spirit of the thing. I'm ranking Monster Mash Remix, the concept, very high. I'm ranking the cereal itself is getting a C- from me.
Yeah, the cereal itself will get a 3.1 from me.
Folks, it's been a wonderful evening here at the Monster Mash Gala, and it is with a heavy heart that I say this event is coming to a close. It's been an evening of fine dining, friendship, fashion, and most importantly, good company and good cereal. As we pan out, I want to remember monsters like Crispy Creature, Frute Brute, Not the Yummy Mummy, and celebrate monsters who are still with us, like our very own Carmella Creeper. She's in our hearts and hopefully at our breakfast table for a very long time. Until next year, I'm Oliver the Ricketts. Happy Halloween, everybody. Frute Brute's the only living one. Have you ever noticed that?
It's not scary good.